2nd of November and I'm in Suffolk, England. It's a nice chilly morning here in the forest. It's about 5-6 degrees centigrade, so you just got that bite to the cold there. Almost too cold, that I need gloves, but not quite. But it's November here. It's autumn colours are not quite here, but I come to my local forest anyway. To have an explore and just to see what the trees are like, what the conditions are like, see if there is any colour. But the sun's low in the sky. It's still fairly early in the morning, so I'm just gonna see if I can get some nice shots where you got the sun filtering through the trees and the canopy there. There are some light rays coming diagonally down there. So you just get a little bit of soft light just filtering through the trees here. The sun is right up there. I've taken a shot just below the top of the tree line there, so I'm not including the sun. But I'm getting the sun rays coming down. It gives a nice soft look to the scene. I'm hoping in the next 2 or 3 weeks we should see some more colour, but I don't think it's going to be as good as last year or the year before that. It's interesting how the seasons change from year to year. Really depends on the summer preceding the autumn as to how much colour you get and when the colour arrives and how vibrant that is. Yeah, whenever you're out walking through the woodlands and forest and you're following these forest trails, it's always a good idea to stop now and again and turn around and look at the scene behind you, which is what I did just now. I was walking in this direction, I just turned around and I noticed that scene behind, and you've got some autumn colours back there. But there's a path on the bottom of the frame, and it's just curving in from the right there, leading the eye to the centre. When you've got a bit of light in the background there, just coming through. I really hate when you walk through a cobweb and you can't see it. There's a thin strip of cobweb and it just goes over your face like that. So annoying. I hate spiders. This time last year, the autumn colours were really vibrant. Just walking by scenes that I went past last year, and you had yellows and oranges this time last year, but now there's not a lot of colour at all. It's still very green here. Can't see any yellow or orange in the background there. I show you the photo I took last year just so you can compare the scenes. Pretty much the same time last year as today. It's amazing how the seasons change, how one season is different to another. See behind me are some backlit trees. The sun is just up there, and there's a pine tree in front of the backlit trees. The pine tree's in shadow, and I've got the trees behind nicely lit. Usually those trees would be yellow and orange by now, but obviously they just haven't turned colour. But it's a nice scene. I've taken it anyway. Nice, straightforward scene. Just those pine trees and the backlit trees there. Just trying to simplify the scene. But yeah, today it's just a question of walking around and seeing what the light is interacting with the trees and how it's coming through the canopy there. Just to see what compositions I can find, really. But yeah, it's turned out to be a blue sky day again. Forecast is never quite right. It's meant to be sunny intervals and mostly cloudy, and it's, yeah, blue sky. I was here a year ago and I took a photo of the scene behind me. There's some pine trees, and last year the light was softer and it's coming from the side, and it was just catching those pine trees. And there's a tree in the distance there. It's a small tree, a young sapling, but that was yellow last year. At the moment it's still very much green. So another week or two that should turn colour. But yeah, this was a really nice scene last year, so I'm going to hope to return in a few weeks to try and capture that again. But in the meantime, I'll show you the photo I took last year and I'll compare it to the one I've just taken now. The one I've taken today is not going to be great because the light's still quite harsh, but the one I took last year was one of my favourite photos, and so I'm hoping to try and better that in a few weeks' time. You probably see behind me thousands of pine trees descending into the darkness. This is all parts of the Plantation Forest, and there's just thousands of these trees here. But what I did want to say is, when I was in Scotland last month, it was actually September, I did visit Attadale Garden. Now, I didn't really film enough to make a video out of that. But I did video some B-roll, and I did take a few photos that I really liked. So I thought I'd just show you that little bit of video and the photos I got from that garden. It's in the Scottish Highlands, and it's an old garden, but there's a good variety there's fern trees, there's a Japanese garden there, rhododendron trees. Yeah, it's an amazing place, really old place. I think the Attadale house dates back to the 1750s, so it's a really old place there. But I will show you those photos and then return to the forest. I guess you could say you can't see the wood for the trees here. There's so many of them, and they all look the same. But yeah, I've had blue skies all day, so it's been really challenging getting photographs here with the high contrast and the highlights against the trees. The trees are in shadow. So I think I will return in a week or two, hopefully on a more cloudy day, overcast. Mist will be great, but we don't really get a lot of mist in this area of the UK. But we'll see, and hopefully we've got some more autumn colours in the weeks to come. So I look forward to that.